Hi, 8th graders. We're continuing our read of The Greatest Treasure Hunt in History, and we are going to begin at the middle of page 169. On March 10th at 9:30 a.m. sharp, Balfour arrived at Allied Military Government Headquarters in Cleve for a meeting with the sexton of Christus König Kirche, Christ the King Church, and 4 German workers who were going to assist with the removal of its treasures. Lack of transportation, bomb cratered streets, and a relatively short distance made a handcart suitable for the job, which the 4 workers had positioned in front of the building. All present, Balfour signaled them to start. With any luck, they should cover the 2-mile distance to the church in well under an hour. They set out in a southwesterly direction toward the train station, which lay about half the distance to their destination. Balfour walked on the left side of the road. The 4 German workers with the cart walked on the right, followed by the sexton. With the train station in view, Balfour started to cross the street when the deafening swoosh of an artillery round moving at the rate of 2,700 feet per second slammed into the street. The violent, disorienting impact shook the ground, creating a plume of dust between Balfour and the group of 5 on the right side of the street. When it cleared, the sexton could see the cart up ahead, but the 4 German workers had fled the scene. Splayed by the blast against the sidewalk railing was the blood-covered body of Monuments Officer Major Ronald Balfour. A death in their ranks stunned the other Monuments men. Each of them had experienced their own close calls from booby traps, aircraft strafing, firefights, and artillery strikes. They all considered it something of a miracle that up to this point, no one on their small team had been severely wounded or killed. Now that dreaded threshold had been crossed. The sorrowful task of notifying Balfour's family fell on his superior officer and friend, Lieutenant Colonel Webb. With Balfour's March 3rd letter nearby, Webb gathered his thoughts and began writing. I want very much to tell you how much Ronald was appreciated by all the officers who knew him in their work. He had a quality of clear-headedness and practical common sense and a knowledge of the Army combined with the obvious distinction of his mind that gave him a special position among the Monuments officers. Both British and Americans felt that if they talked things over with him, they would get help in their problems and were always going to him for advice. I was in the same case as others, only more so, for Ronald was not only a friend of long standing, but a stand-by in difficulties, for I could go to him and know that I would get something that for fairness and a real understanding of a situation, I could get nowhere else. There are never very many men who have got the combination of really penetrating intelligence combined with fair-mindedness and real humorous appreciation of their fellow men that Ronald had. We'll stop there and begin at Trier, Germany, March 1945, page 171. So Ronald Balfour was killed, and he was the first Monuments man of that group to lose his life. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.